Hey, hey everyone, and welcome back to another live where I'm going to show you how I created my text to speech Chrome extension using Cursor, where I'm going to walk through the basics from start to finish, from absolutely no file to installing the extension to showing how it works. Because one of the things that I posted about uh, I would say like a few weeks ago was that one of the things that really improved my workflow is just having, let's say, if I'm reading something, I had just highlight it on my page, and then I built out my Chrome extension where it will just read the text out loud to me, and I didn't want to pay a program, and it was just simple, and I knew enough of how to code. I mean, I don't really know how to code. I knew enough how to use Cursor and AI. So I was like, you know what? I'll try to build it. And this is just how it sounds.
Claude Code seamlessly integrates with popular integrated development environments, IDEs, to enhance your coding workflow. This integration allows you to leverage Claude's capabilities directly within your preferred development environment. And
So like that was just quickly built in a couple of minutes. And one of the things when I look on YouTube on how to build this type of stuff, it's not showing you everything from the beginning to the end. So I told some people about how I built that and they asked how. So I figured I'll just do a quick walkthrough. And one of the other things that I also want to show that building with AI is not as easy as everyone makes it seem. So I'm going to build a new Chrome extension from scratch, and you'll see all the errors that show up if it doesn't work right away. And just to show that all these videos you see online of like you just put in one prompt and like it's a perfect product at the end is largely not true. And it's usually they cut out a lot of the middle. So like I'm just gonna build it from scratch and you could see how it will work, it won't work, and you might have to fine tune as we go. So to start off, I'm gonna use the application called Cursor, which it's like a place where you could code, and I'm not like a huge coder, but it's helped me develop a lot of applications. So now I'm going to open Cursor. This is what Cursor looks like. So all I did so far up until this point was I just made a new file called text to demo. And like this is the file. So like if you're opening up a file and you want to see the files inside, like this is what it would show in like a regular file explorer. But I just opened up that file in here and this has nothing in it. So this is just an empty file. So now I'm going to use the agent setting, and I like coding with Claude 4 Sonnet. So here, and this is all, there's nothing in here. So I'm just going to say simply, actually, I like doing voice to text. So it's just easier for me. I want to build a text to voice Chrome extension using OpenAI. So please help me build it out. And like that's all it takes to get started. And we could just watch to see what it does from there. So usually it'll start creating all the necessary files that needs to be installed and written to create a Google Chrome extension. If anyone has any questions, you could put them in the comments as we go. So here, see it says I have an empty workspace. Let's clarify a few things before we start building. Do you want to select any text, have a pop-up? Okay. See, and it already knows how to structure the files. When I built my first Chrome extension, I really had no clue about any of these files, what should work, what shouldn't work, but I just kind of went back and forth with Cursor a lot on explaining to me what I need, what I don't need, and then how to make it work at the end of the day. So I'm going to provide you my OpenAI key, and I want it to be a pop-up when I highlight text, and then I could right click, and then there could be a pop-up that says read out loud, and then it will use OpenAI to read that text out loud. See? And now it's just building out all the files for me to build out a Chrome extension. Now, I'm really loving building out Chrome extension these days because you could really build out anything you want to manipulate your browser, whether that's like throwing in your entire web page into AI and explaining it to you, or manipulating the page in certain ways that is just really helpful. Google Chrome actually had their new Chrome extension. They're not the extension where you click on the top right hand side and it shares your entire screen with Chrome, and then you could speak to it live. So that's also something really cool that I could kind of replicate with OpenAI, because I don't have a Mac, so I'm not able to share my screen through ChatGPT. See, all of this is just being written out for me, all from that one prompt. And you can see here, it's not always going to work right away. So usually we're going to have to install it, try to see if it works. And then if it doesn't work, then we're going to have to go back to here, say what the error is, and then go back, test it out, come back here, say what the error is, go back, test it out. So there's a lot of iteration that has to happen, and it's not always a perfect one prompt. Hey, maybe this will be because the models are getting a lot better, but if you want it to be like a really good Chrome extension and application with like a lot of settings, it usually does not work on the first try. So here, let's see. Okay, created these files. Okay, so it's gonna need me to enter my OpenAI key. Okay, so we're just gonna click accept all. Okay, now I'm gonna go my new Chrome tab because I don't want to mess with my other extensions. So here, what you do is you go to extensions, manage extensions, and then usually this is off on developer mode. So then you just click on, and then it allows you to click load unpack. So then I'm just going to go to that file on my desktop and select that file. So you see here, it said could not load because this was not specified in the icons. So now here, what I'm going to do is take a screenshot. Fire screen. Okay. Then I'm going to go back to cursor and say this error fix. Accept. Now, here and click retry. Okay, see? Now this worked. And now all I did was go to load unpack, and then I clicked that file, and the error happened, and then I went back to cursor. So now I want to pin the extension. So here, let's say if we go to Claude to read something, let's see if it works. Read out loud. Okay, we need to set up the extension. Okay, here is where you get your API key. So this, you usually go to OpenAI, and then there'll be a section to actually access OpenAI's system, and that's called like an API key. So I'm not going to share that live because that people like to take those keys if they see it live, but I'm just going to generate it, then I'll show you. Okay, I got my API key, so I'm putting it in here. Then I'm clicking save. Let's see what voices did it give me. Let's see, test. Let's see, can you hear that? I just want to make sure. Okay, so here, let's try this. See, error maximum call stack side exceeded. So let's see what that problem is. Usually if there's any problems in the extension, it'll like the error will show here. So you could just usually take this screenshot, go back to Claude, go back to cursor, just click enter. Okay. Now it says I changed it. So now it's saved. So now I could go back here. Then I usually need to clear the error, update it, go back here, clear this, and update it again. And now let's see.
Tackle complex questions, build working code, and understand difficult concepts with clear step-by-step help.
See? And right there, in a matter of, let's see, since I started 18 minutes, I was able to build my own custom Chrome extension that now I'm able to go and listen to anything on any page and just listen to it. And for my productivity, it's been incredible just because sometimes it's just lazy to read, but also I don't want to summarize everything with AI because I do like reading everything in detail because AI doesn't always get everything perfect, especially when you're reading documents. So now I could just kind of like highlight the page and then just listen to it and just scan it. So it's just amazing in productivity wise. Then I could also listen to it at 1.5 speed and
We build safer systems.
it's just
We
amazing.
aim to build frontier AI systems that are reliable, interpretable, and steerable. We conduct frontier research, develop and apply a variety of safety techniques, and deploy the resulting systems via a set of partnerships and products. Safety is a science. We treat AI safety as a systematic science, conducting research, applying it to our products, feeding them.
See? Okay. Now, maybe let's take it one step further. Let's make it. I want to add another functionality where there's also the option to summarize the text highlighted. Saying, let's see, ChatGPT. Let's do their 4.0 model. Like you can kind of make this into your own all-encompassing helper wherever you go. Let's see if it works. And this is kind of how I just create really cool extensions for myself. I have my ideas, I go in cursor, and I'm kind of like, okay, great, let's go and create it and see how it goes. And that's the only way I just keep on learning and expanding what's possible because I just like going in and trying it out. Another extension I made is for my Outlook, where I was able to build a pop-up within the emails where I could click reply and then it would help me draft messages. So that was a bit more complex because I had to integrate that with Microsoft Outlook. But if you chat with AI long enough and you really read the documents and like really persevere with all the errors, like I got it to work and it's really, really helpful and it's really cool. This is amazing that it just goes off for you. It just builds and thinks. Here, it's going to update the README, so it kind of gives you the whole summary of what this application does. So let's see, right click, real time, insert the page, visual feedback. Let's see, summary, so original text and can pop up, copy to clipboard, convert summaries to speech instantly, and properly format to use summaries. Okay, so now we'll see two options: read out loud, summarize text. And okay, let's see if it works. Okay, accept. We'll go here, update the extension, refresh. Let's see. Okay, text to voice, summarize text. Okay, original text, summary, the text outlines the guiding principles of the topic. And then here, I can even read summary. See if that works.
The text outlines the guiding principles of Anthropic, a company focused on shaping the future of AI responsibly. Their values include acting for the global good by making bold decisions for long-term positive outcomes, balancing the potential risks and benefits of AI, and prioritizing user welfare by treating all stakeholders with generosity and kindness. They aim to lead in AI safety.
See, right there. Then we implement another thing, but it went away. So when the summary is read out loud, I don't want the pop-up box to go away. Okay, so like you saw, that was something that just went away. So now I want to fix that. Accept. Let's go back. Date. Let's do something bigger, complex. Search overview. Oops. Let's see. Summary.
The Anthropic Economic Index has been launched to study AI's impact on labor markets and the economy. Its initial report, based on data from Claude.ai, offers insights into AI's integration into real-world tasks. The data is open sourced for further research.
Okay, that's very cool. So now I actually want, let's say I'm going to highlight it and then I'm going to left click and I want to say, I want it to give me the option of what to do. Instead of it having summarized text, I want it to do, when I do a right click, it's going to give me that option of what would you like to do with that highlighted text with OpenAI. And then I could either like I'm going to type in what I want the text to come back as. This is in real time, as authentic as you can get with building an AI Chrome extension with AI, because this is exactly how I do it. Like doing it live, started from start to finish, adding features. And honestly, it's a lot of fun when you really know and get into it because the sky's the possibility and it just like you can really just build anything you want. And it's amazing. Let's see, thanks. Does so much in one shot. That's why like I love building, especially with Claude. Claude is been the best for building. Like you do have the options to build both like O3, 2.5 Pro, 4.1, but I just find that 4 it just seems like to get everything that is in my head a lot better for some reason. Let's see. Okay, max. Yeah, 25. Like that's how much you could either put in the response or how much it could come out of the response. So 500 is just a little too small. Okay, accept. Now let's go update, refresh. Okay, see. Process with OpenAI. What do you like to do? Let's see, make a LinkedIn post. Please. Just see what it does. That's cool. Let's see. Let's find the main points. And read out loud. It's amazing how much you can do and just have everything at your fingertips.
The main points of the text are: 1. AI adoption by job type. The text discusses the adoption of AI across different job categories. 2. Highest adoption, the computer and mathematical category, primarily software engineering roles.
Okay, let's see if it'll make me a picture, but might need a different image. It's gonna do it. Yeah, see, it didn't create me an image, but if I add its capability, it will. So now you can see I want there to be also a functionality where it says create an image for me, and then it will use the new image Gen 1 model by OpenAI, and it will describe the text in a way that will be good for an image. And then from there, it will have a button that says create image. I just want to make sure I know right. It's this one. Sometimes it usually defaults to Dolly, but I always need to change it after. See, I don't want it to be Dolly. This is done. Wait for this to be done, and then I'll send this message. See, it just went back, like it knows I said I want this one, but it was like, no, I'll put Dolly instead. See, they mentioned GPT image one, but I think they mean Dolly. See, this is like exactly one of the things that like AI is not always correct because Dolly is not OpenAI's latest image generation model. So this is where your expertise needs to guide AI because if you had no clue what you were doing, you wouldn't know that Dolly is not the most updated image generator. This one, not Dolly. Let's see if this works. Gotta update the extension. Refresh the page. Let's see if we create an image from this. Process. Image prompt. Okay, create an image prompt based on this text. Create image. Okay, that showed up. So here. So it has certain values that it needs to use. So that's what it did. Okay, accept. Go back. Error. Refresh. Refresh. Okay. Let's see. These are a bunch of numbers and data points. Process with AI. Create an image prompt. Okay. Now it's saying what it wants to be. Okay. See if this works. Usually these images take a little bit. Pretty cool if it gets all of this correct. Their image generator has been very good. Any day now. So yeah, errors, no errors. Just don't know if it's actually doing anything or not. Let's see. It's just staying on this loading for the image generator. Can you make sure everything's working properly? And I'm going to get the image. Let's see if it says there's a problem or not. All back. It's automatically gonna fall back if it doesn't work. Let's see. Could actually look up online. So now that's actually a tool that it's going to search the web to maybe help it get more context on how to solve the issue. It went out and read the documentation. Now it's gonna edit it based on the API specifications. Okay, see if it works. Let's X this out. This again. See, this is where the iteration comes in, where you try to do these cooler prompts and features, and yeah, it's not going to always work on the first or second or third try. So then you'll have to go and read the document, see why it's not working, see what the errors are, and then kind of play with it. But I just kind of have fun with it because it's just so cool that I could even do this in the first place. I don't think that's working. But we got pretty far. It's very cool. So like we got it to read out loud.
Uses of AI by job type. The tasks and occupations with by far the largest adoption of AI.
And then we also got it to ask questions. So let's say simplify. Thing. Copy, click copy, that you could also read those results.
In simple terms, the text is explaining how different job types use AI.
See? And right there. And then I could figure out the image thing, but that is essentially from start to finish how I was able to go with the 0 to building a Chrome extension with AI through Cursor. And hope you all enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please share, like, and follow. And I'll see you on the next one. Hope you all have a great night.